Hello YouTube. Today I have a 2017 Chevy Malibu LS. I'm chasing down a check engine code for P1101. I've actually had this code a few times. I had the car for about 3 years. I want to say about maybe 5-6 months into it, I started getting the P1101 mass airflow sensor out of self-test range, blah, 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 blah. So of course, you know, you Google it. One of the suggestions was, this is the mass airflow sensor right here. Just basically take the mass airflow sensor out, get some mass airflow sensor cleaner. It's like an aerosol spray, and you hose it down, spray it, let it dry. Boom, boom, boom. I also saw other videos mentioning the throttle body. You basically take the hose off, and you just basically spray down the throttle body with some carburetor cleaner or throttle body cleaner, whatever. Spray, wipe it down, whatever. That's really just a band-aid, because usually after maybe a week or so, they suggest you drive cycle it, you know, but what I like to do is I like to disconnect the battery. That's a lot faster. Basically you drive cycle it, whatever, eventually it comes back on. So I just did a little bit more research. I saw this other video, I forget the guy who uploaded it. Basically he was mentioning this little box down here that's next to the intake manifold, air intake manifold. He basically said that what happens with the P1101 is that usually this car has about 116,000 miles on it. What happens with this is that usually a lot of sludge and carbon deposits get built up in here, and it cakes up really bad. And you know, when you're buying a used car, you don't really know the service history, or when the last time something was changed, when the last time something was looked at. So basically what he suggested is you take I think it's called intake manifold cleaner, air intake valve cleaner. Basically what you do is you don't touch the mass airflow sensor at all, because what's happening is there's a lot of sludge, carbon deposits, a lot of build up that's blocking this box right over here. It's caked up so bad that the mass airflow sensor can't do its job. It's blocking the airflow basically, and it's not enough so that the engine can run properly. So what he suggested basically is all you need is a flathead screwdriver. I don't want to take anything apart right now because I don't have my tools with me. Basically you take the air intake valve, the valve cleaner. It's an aerosol spray. You get it from Advanced AutoZone. What you do is you take a flathead screwdriver. Primarily you want to focus on the throttle body, because that's where it starts. That's where the air is really going to. You take a flathead screwdriver and you basically not pry it open, but like what happens is when you press the gas pedal, the throttle body opens up and lets the air in. You basically have to simulate that, because what they suggest on the package is they say you have to have someone inside the car revving the engine in order to get the throttle body to open up. But what happens is with these cars, once you take this hose off, or say hypothetically the hose is not clamped on properly, the pressure from the air will pop the hose off. Once this thing is open, the engine's going to shut off basically. So I had to learn that the hard way a few times, not making sure that this was on there all the way. And so I would be at a red light, the engine would just shut off and it won't start, you know, and that's kind of embarrassing. But basically what you do is you take a flathead screwdriver to basically pry, or just to prop that throttle body open, so that way you can take the can and just hose down the throttle body with that air intake valve cleaner. And basically the air intake valve is inside of the throttle body, if I'm not mistaken, so you can actually see it. You can see it's all charred up and it's black. Basically you take the can, you just spray it down. You got to use the whole can. And again, don't touch the mass airflow sensor. You can take the air intake hose off, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna see like this little black hole that's off to the right hand side. And what that basically is that connects to this box right over here. So basically you take the air intake cleaner and you just hose it down with the throttle body and with this section here. And also you can completely take this hose off if you want to, and then take this part off too, this little hose clamp, and you're gonna see like this little fan blade thing. That's another component of it. You spray that down. So basically you're hitting 1, 2, and 3. You just go back and forth, spray it down. And once you're done and everything's patched back up, when everything's patched back up, you have to basically let it flow through the system. So you have to rev the engine up. Don't rev it up past 3,000 RPM, but keep a steady RPM when you're revving the engine up. And that seems to have fixed it. I haven't had that code. It's been about a week or so. I haven't had that code since then. And what I do is I have a check engine reader that it also tests all the other components out. So it'll test the catalytic converter, it'll test the oxygen sensors, it'll test the EGR, all that stuff. And I'm not getting any fault codes. Usually when there's something wrong, it flashes. So far so good. Definitely give that a shot. I'll put the link to the air intake valve cleaner from AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. I'll send that link in the description. But definitely give that a shot. And if you like this video, if it seems to have worked for you, definitely give it a like and subscribe. Okay, thank you.